Do I feel confident?
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, but do you,
As of now, he's retired.
is it because you hear all these talks and is it the internet? I'm just going by what the internet's saying. Is it a money thing? Does he need money?
You guys kill me with that shit. Y'all kill me with this. This man gets a 7-figure check for the rest of his life. And what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Well, Javante did.
And he has 9 figures in the bank. What are you talking about?
That's
What's the chances
Javante.
of Tank co-maining on this fight, on this card?
No.
No.
Zero.
There's talks about Javante possibly doing an MMA fight.
Javante has his own date.
There's possibly talks about Javante, going back and forth, TJ Dillashaw and some other UFC fighters. Is there any chance of him possibly fighting a UFC star?
Javante is focused on his next fight.
Is that Abner Maurers? Or you're not ready to let that out yet?
That's ours, isn't it? Isn't it?
Everyone knows.
Mr. Ellerbe, with all your success, when you first got into boxing, did you ever dream of being this successful?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
When does it start? When do you retire? When does it end? Does it end?
We got a lot of work ahead of us. We got a lot of very good young fighters, a lot of big events, and we rolling.
Some people in the boxing world say that you're one of the most hardest working people in boxing. Is that true?
I don't know about boxing, but I know I work very hard. I take my job very seriously, and I always have, and I will continue to give 150% day in and day out, night in and night out, because that's what I love to do.
God bless you. Thank you, Mr. Ellerbe.
Thank you.
Leonard, it seems like everyone's chasing Tank on Twitter. Like they're just going after him, whether it's Oscar trying to recruit him, and I know you just stepped in immediately, or you were going to have your lawyers talk to him. Like, is that something that's kind of crazy, always having to fend everybody off?
No, not at all. I mean, he's a young rising star in the sport, and I'm very, very confident that he will be the biggest star in the entire sport.
The big fights out there, him and Tevin Farmer. It's one of the ones that's been building up quite some time now. Tevin Farmer's champ now as well in that same division. Is there going to be any Mayweather Promotions working with Dazn on that network? Can that ever happen, or will it always have to
Mayweather
be
Promotions is not working with Dazn
at all?
At all.
Okay.
Period.
So that's
For
why
what?
it has to be on Showtime, right?
What would we need to work with them? We've been putting on the biggest events in the history of the sport. What the fuck would we need with Dazn for?
So in order for a Farmer Tank fight, that fight has to happen on Showtime.
Tank is the biggest star in that entire division. And he's one of the biggest stars in the sport. I think that answers your question. Tevin Farmer is a tremendous young fighter. Wish him nothing but the best. And I'm very confident that that fight will happen if he continue to win. Very confident.
Has Tank been vocal about wanting that fight?
Yes, he's been very vocal. But like I told him, that it's coming and we're going to make that fight. We're going to make it. He wants it bad.
I think a lot of people have seen your growth throughout all the 24/7s, the All Access. How does it feel to be at this point now, and like where you're at with PBC, Mayweather Promotions being its own brand and everything? How far you guys have come?
I'm very excited with the progress that we've made. We promoted the biggest fights in the history of the sport. Obviously, I've been working alongside the biggest star ever in the sport. And it's been a great ride, and we still got a lot more left.
Is there anyone you see on the Mayweather banner that kind of has that same star power that you think will be that next big pay-per-view draw like Floyd was?
Pay-per-view star?
Yeah.
Hands down, Gervonta Davis.
Okay.
We have a number of excellent fighters that are part of our Mayweather Promotions stable. Badu Jack.
Mm-hmm. I know Andy Sabidi's in the tournament.
Yeah. Badu Jack, can't say enough about him. A great fighter who's willing to take on the biggest and best fighters out there in the entire sport. And he's still making a lot of noise out there. And his next fight will be coming up soon.
Rumors of him and Marcus Brown. Any leaks?
He's got a fight coming up the top of the year.
Okay.
And be ready to talk about that very soon. And again, he's just looking to continue to go out there and dominate his guys and take on the best guys that are out there in this entire sport. That's all he looks to do. Very, very happy with the stuff that he's doing outside of the sport. He's an ambassador for the sport. Great fighter. There are not enough accolades to go out there to describe Badou Jack.
Did you ever think that you would be on a dais again, but promoting a Manny Pacquiao fight, and have Manny Pacquiao as an Al Haymon fighter?
I wouldn't necessarily say Manny Pacquiao, but we're going to continue to promote the biggest fights in the entire sport. We're going to continue to do that, regardless of who the names are.
Apparently, at least according to the internet, the fight with Tension is back on with Floyd in Japan for New Year's. Is that true? Is that false? I mean,
you heard Floyd's comments. That's all you got to do is go back and listen to his comments.
All right, so the last Instagram post is the facts out there for now.
You heard it out of Floyd Mayweather's mouth.
All right. Thanks, Leonard. Appreciate your time.
Sure.